In the manner of death of Gabrielle Lenora Petito, we find the cause and manner to be death by strangulation, and manner is homicide.
We now know how Gabby Petito died, but several questions remain unanswered in the story. Most importantly, the whereabouts of Gabby's fiancé, Brian Laundrie.
As far as the time of death, we are estimating 3 to 4 weeks from the time that the body was found.
In a press conference on Tuesday, Teton County Coroner Dr. Brent Blue shared new findings about Gabby's death.
After a detailed investigation by our forensic pathologist, our anthropologist, and local law enforcement, with assistance from the FBI, the Teton County Coroner's Office is following the following verdict. In the manner of death of Gabrielle Lenora Petito, we find the cause and manner to be death by strangulation, and manner is homicide.
Meanwhile, some details were not addressed in the press conference, including whether Gabby's body had bruising or if her body had been buried or left above ground.
By Wyoming state statute, only the cause and manner of death are released. We are only involved in the investigation of the body of the deceased. So who committed the homicide is really to be determined by law enforcement.
Following the coroner's report, Laundrie's attorney released this statement. Gabby Petito's death at such a young age is a tragedy. While Brian Laundrie is currently charged with the unauthorized use of a debit card belonging to Gabby, Brian is only considered a person of interest in relation to Gabby Petito's demise. The attorney also reiterated that his client is still missing.
You believe he's hiding somewhere?
I do.
Why do you believe that?
Because he's a coward, flat out.
We want to know the truth.
That's Gabby's parents speaking with Dr. Phil last week, opening up about their suspicion that Brian's family knows more than they've let on.
Do you think they know where he is now?
I do believe they know a lot more information than they're putting out there.
Gabby and Brian spent this past summer traveling across the country, documenting their trip on social media. Brian returned to his parents' Florida home with the couple's van, but without Gabby, who was officially reported missing on September 11th. Days later, Gabby's body was found near Grand Teton National Park.
And despite Gabby's parents calling and calling, they won't tell Gabby's family she's not there and that she's missing.
ET spoke with legal expert Nancy Grace about the case, and she called out the Laundrie family.
Many people are pointing the finger at Brian Laundrie's parents, just like Gabby's family is. After they are confronted by the FBI, they admit that Brian Laundrie actually left 1 day earlier for the Carlton Reserve, which I think is a lie. That gives him another day's head start. He took Gabby's van all the way across the country. He never had a suicidal ideation. He never showed remorse during that whole time. He used his dead girlfriend's debit cards. For what? A drive-through at McDonald's? No, I don't think that now he's suddenly home with mommy and daddy and off to God only knows where, that he's overcome with remorse, because his track record tells me otherwise.